Alright, let's say you decide to add something to your room and you have two choices. You can either add a flat screen TV or a whiteboard. So let's try and assume what would be the outcome of adding either of these two items to your room. So when you get the flat screen TV, you get to watch your favorite movies and series on the big screen. When you buy a TV, definitely you're going to use it to watch movies and series. And then what happens as a result of that? More of your time goes into watching the TV. And then what happens after that? You become lazy, and then you have less time to chase your goals because more of your time are going into watching movies and series on the TV. And then what happens after that? You become miserable that you are not progressing in life, you're not chasing your goals, you're not progressing towards where you want to progress to. And then what happens after that is that you get rid of the TV or cope and still blame everything else for when you are in life. You don't take responsibility of where you currently are. You just blame everything else, but you actually got a TV and use the TV to waste your time instead of chasing your goals. So what happens when you get a whiteboard? When you get a whiteboard, you just start to write your goals on them. Maybe you have goals, you have something you want to pursue. You just want to write something on the whiteboard, and then you end up writing your goals. And then every day you wake up, you see your goals boldly written. Every day you wake up, you see them boldly written on the whiteboard. You write all the things you need to do each day to meet your goals. You have big goals, and then under those big goals, you write your mini goals. Those goals you have to do day in, day out. And then suddenly it becomes hard not to do the work when what you see the first minute you wake up are the things you need to do that day. The boxes you need to check off, the activities you need to do, those small tasks you need to do every day that will take you closer and closer to your goal. So this is what I mean by saying your choices have consequences, and those consequences have consequences. So the consequence of having a whiteboard would be that you become more work driven because you're seeing your goals on the board. From getting a whiteboard, you start to write your goals on the whiteboard, and then you just can't help it but actually do those activities that will help you get you closer and closer to your goal. And then the consequences of having a flat screen TV is that you just become miserable because you're not progressing. You're just wasting your time watching movies and series on the flat screen TV. So I hope this helps you make better choices. This is actually from a concept called second order thinking, and it's from the book The Great Mental Models, Volume 1, Second Order Thinking. If you want to learn more about it, I suggest you get the book and read about it. It's kind of telling you that your choices have consequences, and those consequences have other consequences. So this is something that will help you to make better decisions, something that will help you to actually think ahead. If I get this thing, what is going to be the aim? If I get this thing, what is going to be the consequence after a year, after 2 years? Like, for example, I have a video game console in my sitting room and the controller is bad. If I decide that I want to buy a new controller, definitely I'm going to use the controller. I'm just going to be playing video games day in, day out because I bought the controller. When you buy something, you have to actually use that thing. You cannot just buy something and then not use it. When you buy something, you feel compelled to use it. So take this into consideration whenever you have a decision to make that you feel may affect the next coming months, years of your life. Think about it. If I decide that I want to get a new phone now, that new phone is going to make me do more videos on my mobile phone than on my laptop, and at the end of the day, it's going to make me more flexible in my video making process. Like, if you think about this thing, just sit down and think about it. Just think about the possibilities that will happen when you actually want to get an item or you want to do something. What is going to be the outcome over days, over weeks, over months? Is there going to be a positive outcome or a negative outcome? So take this into consideration. All right, until next time.